Hello and welcome back to Dork Sports. My name's Pike. With me, as always, is Miguel and Trainer. Joining us this week. All right, no, can you start over? That's early. Fuck, it's early as shit for me. I lost that entirely. I almost called you Miguel Trainer.
Yeah. Well, guess what's staying in? Guess who ain't
Miguel
getting the
Silva
bu-
and Michael Trainer. And joining us this week is a special guest, Mike Harrington.
Oh man, dude, so happy to be here. Glad we got this in one. And I'm so excited to talk Freedom 250, the NBA Finals, and apparently they're still playing hockey. Do they know it's summertime? It's
Oh my
fucking
God.
June. Why is hockey still going on?
Because
It's going to be going on longer than
basketball.
basketball.
Maybe they're they're about the same pace right now. Game 3, Game 4's tonight. Yeah, so maybe.
Well, that's assuming that the Knicks can keep it together. I just imagine that series is going to end sooner.
The Knicks, you're acting like you haven't watched Adam Silver personally come down and like hand giant bags of cash to the zebras,
Brother.
both in San Antonio and New York.
Don't get me started on the league intentionally prolonging a series.
I mean, literally, like Wemby hit Jalen Brunson with the Miz's finishing move in the first quarter, and he didn't even get not a whistle, like not a flagrant, not a whistle.
You're gonna get me on
call
my Aisha Curry. Like, sorry, I saw it live. It's rigged for money or ratings. I'm not sure which.
No, I mean, look, I would just make the case that, like, I will say this: the reason that they swallowed the whistle on that exact play, and I'm so fired up about this, is because dumbass Wemby already got himself a flagrant 2 in the Minnesota series. So if they did call that, they would have to call it a flagrant because it was the most flagrant foul in this entire playoffs. And if that was the case, then Wemby would be sitting for all of Game 3 and for Game 4. And the league was like, no, chill.
Yeah, I mean the league wants this to go 7, or at least as long as it
At
can.
least not 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Wait.
literally something at a pro. He grabbed him by the back of the head and threw him to the ground. In any other series, if that's any other person,
He was now. To
If
be
that
fair, Brunson did have him wrapped up and was like pulling him down, like he was just getting him off him.
Yeah, it's a classic reversal. That's a skull crushing finale.
Now, you don't normally get away with that, especially hitting the guy in the head very plainly, but yeah. Because it was to the head, so it would have had to be a flagrant.
would have had to be a flagrant, and he's already carrying the flagrant. He's ejected on site, and he's gone for 4. I literally, if that was Draymond Green, he by halftime would have been locked up like Hannibal Lecter, dude.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Draymond got away with a lot. It would require LeBron complaining to the league to get him suspended.
All right, fair.
It's just no one on the Knicks has that kind of clout where they can call the league and say, "Hey, cut it out."
Yeah,
All right.
and also, I don't know if it's just a sense of like they want the refs to eat the whistle because it's the finals. Because like there was also I forget when it happened, but there was a play where like Josh Hart like blatantly kicked Luke Cornett.
Well, I mean, dude, that was get back for getting Roman Reigns speared. As Josh Hart makes the layup, he's going to get the ball. Luke Cornett just full on like barrels into him, knocks him over. You're owed a receipt at that point.
Yeah, which honestly, for me, like not calling a foul on any of it, I can kind of appreciate. Like if they're just not gonna
It's just
call
the
any
only
of it-
problem is how many fouls they started calling on the Knicks in the fourth quarter.
Brother, one team had 24 free throws in the second half. One team had 3 with like 4 minutes left. Dude,
Yeah.
it's like this is Miami versus Dallas in the finals numbers. This is Kings versus Lakers Western Conference Finals disparity in these free throws.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm fired. This is something
No,
I rarely get passionate about anything in my. I have a kid now. The joy of like a brand new day is gone from me. But like my Knicks are in the finals, dude, for the first time since I was 10 years old. Like what are we doing?
Yeah, and they could actually win it this time.
Yeah. Like the first time since I was since Patrick Ewing just left that finger roll about 2 inches short that I actually believed in my team. And you're gonna do this on their home court? It's disgusting.
In front of the president?
Might be your president. I saw one today. My mayor's Muslim, my bagel is Jewish. Unfortunately, my president is still alive. Nixon 5.
Oof.
That's funny shit.
Let's do it.
Did you see Stephen A was talking shit about him, and they asked him about it after, and before he got on the plane, he was like, look, it takes a smart guy, it takes a guy with a lot of aptitude to run for president. I don't know if he has that. In fact, I don't think he does, and just walks away.
He's a very nice guy.
Dude, that's it's incredible that he's just treating the presidency like late night or like getting passed at the Comedy Store. You know what I mean?
It worked to get him in.
Yeah, twice.
Young guy, he's got potential, but I don't think he's ready to get passed yet.
Actually, I think I just had a realization. Trump might be the Jay Leno of politics.
Okay, all right.
Well, I can't wait till he falls down that hill.
Have you seen this?
Have you seen this? It's the first time I'm hearing about this.
Have you heard about this? I haven't.
It's the first time I'm hearing about it. You seen this? Have you heard this? Is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Dude, he yeah, that kind of stinks. Like somebody said he heard the Knicks win streak was at 13, so he had to go fuck it.
Yeah. The thing is, like, Stephen A was right about the fact that, like, because at first I was like, I don't know, I feel like presidents have gone to like the World Series before.
Yeah,
but what Stephen A was saying, he's like, this is Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah,
like we're not talking about like going to the Meadowlands. We're talking about like having the Secret Service outside Penn Station. Like the most. Like
you couldn't get into Penn
place.
Station without a train ticket. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't like they kicked the homeless people out of Penn Station. You couldn't take a train unless you'd like already bought the ticket on your phone and showed the cops.
Damn.
It's nuts.
I mean, they should kick the homeless people out of Penn Station anyway. But
then they're on this...
Where are they going to go, dude? They're going to come here. They're going to come out to Long Island.
They're going to go to Bryant Park for the fucking fight for the watch party, which turned into the fight. It's like, what do we? This is social engineering at its finest.
It was so funny too because I was talking about how I wanted to go to Bryant Park, and my girlfriend's like, "No, you're going to get in a fight." And I'm like, "I'm not going to get. We're all Knicks fans. No one's going to get in a fight." And then we're like watching it on the news, and she's like, "You fucking idiot!" I was like, "Damn, I want to be there so bad."
I wish I was fighting over there. I went...
fucking show me a guy in a Wemby jersey. I'll get it.
Which can we finally be like, yeah, Knicks fans are the dumb meatheads that everyone assumes that we are? Like,
no. Knicks fans are some of the worst fans in sports. They're some of the most annoying people, dude. All that like outside MSG, like the guys like, that sucks. If you're not from New York, that fucking is ass.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's true of like any fan base, but it's like, okay, we suck because we're fucking passionate, because for 53 years we carried a flame for a team that has fucking rejected us time after time after time. Like, yeah, dude, like guys, it's not like the fucking Patriots where we're you know, like sitting back on our haunches and celebrating our 7th Super Bowl. Dog, this is the closest we've ever been in any of our lifetimes.
Yeah,
we're allowed to get a little hype for this one.
Sure, but it is annoying. Like, I've from an objective perspective, if I'm just on the internet seeing those guys, I want to root against the Knicks. The guy in like the the Spider-Man.
I've had to carry this
Tim's.
Stupid fucking snowballs at Santa Claus for 70 fucking years.
As you should. No. You guys are the worst. There's like you're wearing a Phillies jersey. A fucking cop got arrested because he puked on a little girl at a Phillies game. He literally went like put two fingers down his
on
throat
purpose
and vomited on a child, dude. You guys are far and away the worst. The fact that
one puking on a child. You guys are fighting outside the stadium every game.
You have a jail under your football stadium for the amount of fights that happen there. What the fuck are we talking about?
Because it was always fighting you guys.
That's the thing. As a Niners fan, I can't really slander anyone for fighting outside the stadium. I think that we're like number one in stabbings after games.
I mean, actually, the true worst are all the Hispanics on the West Coast that all just stab each other after the game.
Whoa.
Well, guess who's bringing knives to the games? It ain't you and... Well, it's you. It's not me.
It's gonna be, but that's the thing. It's gonna be the Spurs fans and the Knicks fans.
Well, that's a real problem, right? Because if you think about it, you can't bring the knife in the stadium. But if you're so poor that you're just going to tailgate, all you can knives buffet, dude. No one's checking knives in the parking lot.
That is actually it might have been safer because Trump was there.
Oh, well, for sure. But the problem, it was safer outside the Garden.
Right.
But the watch party, which was 6 blocks away in Bryant Park, 8 blocks away in Bryant Park, was inevitably more dangerous because all of the crazies who usually chill in Penn Station are just out. So it's like, even if not too many of them drifted into Bryant Park, there's still heightened police activity because the fucking president's in town, the Secret Service, and there's legitimate fucking lunatics wandering through Midtown that are normally docile outside the Krispy Kreme.
It's Arkham.
Docile
Arkham
in the basement
situation.
of MSG.
Yeah. Where they belong.
I had the same thought in my head. It's just like letting out all the Batman villains.
It's like when the Batman villains got out of Arkham Asylum.
He really is like a fucking. He's a goddamn criminal, dude.
That's
like
the thing.
Carmine Galante wants to go see the game. Get Arkham free.
The Knicks can't have a prison. The Knicks can't have a prison under their stadium because they already have a fucking insane asylum with trains.
Yeah, that's it, dude. That's the fucking dude. The trains will draw them in.
That's if you get in a fight in MSG. Well, first of all, you're tracked in the AI for life. You're not allowed to go to the Sphere or Rock or Radio City Music Hall anymore.
Do they own Radio City as well?
What's up?
Do they own Radio City? I knew they owned the Sphere.
I believe so because part of the big story was like a lady that worked at a law firm that was going after James Dolan for something wasn't able to take her daughter to see the Rockettes. And that's how they found out that like they're tracking people everywhere.
Oh,
like,
yeah. So they're the extreme facial recognition at MSG and the Sphere.
Yeah.
Like they when they redid MSG, they redid it so that there at no point is there a sight line in that stadium where your face isn't on camera being tracked.
And they're constantly watching and reporting on you.
I also think Dolan's the reason why the NFL draft stopped doing it there.
What do you mean?
Surprise me.
I think the NFL got pissed off at him for all this shit and went like, you know what, fuck it, we're taking it on the road.
Maybe,
that
but
was
it's also.
I mean, that was like 10 years ago now because they've been doing it outside of New York City for quite a while. So,
yeah, but it's also a thing where it's like you can give that to your C tier markets as like you're not getting a Super Bowl anytime soon, but pretty big deal. We're going to give you guys the draft.
There's also around that time, there's a big problem with like the cable rights because Time Warner, like they also own. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's like a very weird thing where they like James Dolan also owns like one of the major cable companies in New York. And there was like this big like scuffle with like a TV deal where like I think either they had to be allowed to provide the rights to Dolan and they were like, no, we have to do these like network deals. So we're not willing to.
Yeah, I remember it was like I think Cablevision was where he made most of his money.
Yeah. His dad owned Cablevision.
Yeah.
Irish descent.
You
surprisingly. Yeah, I was looking at early life. Sorry, I had to check the early life on Wiki.
The other thing though is the Penn Station. Like the improvements that need to be made in Penn Station can't be made because Dolan refuses to shut down MSG for like the 6 weeks it would take to fucking actually fix Penn Station.
Yeah, I need those 10 Billy Joel shows. Motherfuckers.
I can't wait for that guy to die.
Because you're so excited for how much they're going to be bumping his music.
Oh my God. It already on Long Island, there's like you turn on the radio and it will legitimately be like only Joel today.
Although I also think about like when all those guys finally die off, who's gonna have like the 6 week residencies, and it's so funny thinking about like
Nick Lachey or some bullshit.
yeah, like something real dumb.
Spears at the Garden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
That
that
would-
level of
That would
That would
sell,
hit,
though.
dude. That would
Yeah.
hit so hard.
Is she
Like,
brought her
Very
knives?
similar crowds outside.
Oops, she did it again.
That would I'm trying to think who is like the Imagine Dragons doing
Like-
a week at MSG.
oh, oh my God. I thought I wanted to bomb the place before. Holy shit.
Bro, I swear to dude, the Gorillas, they're doing like one night, but I really only want to go because this chick Lil Sims is opening for them, and like it's her only like American tour she's doing all year. So I'm like, I really do want to catch this, but it's like $380 for nosebleeds for the Gorillas.
Yeah.
Are they that like
They put on a good show from what I've heard.
yeah?
But
Yeah, apparently it's like very elaborate. And if it's only one show, it could also be the last time. I feel like they don't tour very regularly.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
don't think they do.
Or he doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's just one guy, right?
One guy makes the music, but I mean, there's like several vocal. Like, there's like a dude that raps and a dude that sings, and I don't know. But it's the guy from Blur, the band Blur.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's Mr. Woohoo.
Yep.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
Sucking off a kite.
I got
Right.
my dick touched when I was young.
Do you wanna go over the NHL and then we'll get into the UFC?
Quick catch up on the NHL.
Quick catch up on the NHL. The Stanley Cup Finals. The Vegas Golden Knights and Carolina Hurricanes. All 3 games have gone exactly one way. Vegas scores 3 unanswered goals to start each game.
Whoa.
Carolina will come back and tie it. And then the last 5 minutes of the game, who the fuck knows what's going to happen? That's how every game is gone.
It's been a pretty fun series.
And dude, game 3 a couple days ago,
Nice.
Vegas scored 4 goals in the second period, and Mitch Marner was part of all of them. He had a hat trick and an assist in the second period. Like, the most insane shit. The second guy to score 4 points in a period in the Stanley Cup playoffs, like, or finals, like, ever. So
both teams have an average of 4 goals scored in each game.
yeah, like absolute insanity. And these were 2 teams, by the way, throughout the playoffs before, were like allowing nothing, and that's how they got there. Like, they were allowing no goals. They were like fucking defensive motherfuckers.
Whoa.
And now they're just fucking score galore.
Game 3 was nuts.
So yeah, game three, Vegas scores those 4 unanswered. Then Carolina goes on to score 3 in 30 seconds.
3 goals in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
3 goals in a 30-second span, and Tortorella is the coach of Vegas. And after the 3rd goal in that 30-second span, it looked like his head was going to explode, and he was going to strangle his entire team.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Like, they tie the game.
Yeah.
Then they tie the game a couple minutes later. Then it goes to overtime. Nobody scores in the first overtime. Then you get to the double overtime, and Vegas fucking, by the fucking skin of their teeth, a game they should have won easily, they barely pull out.
Whoa. Okay.
It's every game has been like this. Every game has been like the first period, like it actually is on the point of like boredom because you're like they're beating their ass too much, and
Right.
then
He's
and then
leave him alone.
yeah, and then the whole end of the game you're like, no, no, they're coming back, no, and then once they make the comeback, then you're like, then the game truly begins with 5 minutes left, and you're like,
Yeah, right.
who the fuck is gonna win this?
Like
All right.
the Knicks series has been good. I mean, all of them did come down to it, but none of them went to multiple overtimes. Like this, and just the way that it's been like back and forth. I just feel like the hockey series is going to go on all 7 games like naturally.
It could.
So I follow this one chick who has like she's got a lot of, I don't even follow her. She popped in my algorithm. And it's like some dude who I guess was on Toronto, now he's on Vegas.
Marner?
Mitch
Yeah.
Marner, that's him?
I think so. Yeah, I mean that would
Yeah,
he
he
would
was
fit
on
that
Toronto.
profile. Yeah.
Okay. Her thing is like, if this dude wins the Conn Smythe, I'll do whatever the top comment says. And the top comment is like, Habs my fucking kids. And she just keeps posting like, well, I guess I'm going to have to fucking take a load from this guy content.
Well,
Because apparently
the
this
guy
dude
scored
is
a
going
hat trick. In a
He
Yeah.
scored a hat trick.
And yeah, in game 3, he was the one that got the hat trick and the assist in one period.
So,
Okay.
whew.
So he's
so-
like the
so go to the
far and
warm-up.
away leader for the Conn Smythe, right?
At this point, probably.
Yeah, as
His
of right
biggest
now,
one.
but that could definitely change. Like this series is so up in the air that it could be someone on Carolina too. So
But she might want to get some prenatals anyway, just in case.
That's what I said, dude. Like, just fucking start
She
taking
needs
them
to
now,
stop
bitch.
smoking.
Yeah. Knock it off. It's gonna suck so much more later.
But yeah, that's what's going on with the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So when we get to the meat of it, 250, baby.
Freedom 250.
Freedom 250.
Dude, are you feeling
Speaking of my
free?
president,
Yeah, you feel free.
what's the story with the weather? I saw reports that they were gonna have to cancel it because it was gonna get rained out.
So I saw reports that they're gonna have to cancel it because there's a massive lawsuit coming down the pike at them.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna. Courts don't move fast enough for a lawsuit to stop them in time. There's, I think, too much.
Yeah,
money
you can't,
involved,
like,
and
put
also
an
a guy that
injunction on
doesn't care about what judges tell him not to do.
Yeah. And it's like his personal lawyer is the attorney general. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I saw like the weather reports were saying it was really bad on Sunday. Then yesterday it said it was going to be completely sunny. So let's take a look at
Why is it on Sunday?
wait, no, it's on Saturday.
No, I think it is on
It is. I think
Sunday.
it is
I
on
was looking
Sunday.
at the
No, is it really?
I was looking at the odds earlier. I'm pretty sure it is Sunday.
It's Trump's birthday, right? Isn't that why?
That's fucking so stupid.
Sunday, June 14th. God damn it. All right, well,
Jeez.
I
It's gonna be
have
outside in 93-degree weather with high humidity.
I have tickets.
Oh, really?
I got tickets. Yeah. Like last week.
So top comment.
So
on
now
this
you're just
video.
gonna have to change your
No, I'm just
Airbnb.
kidding.
Top comment.
No, so,
Oh yeah. I'll do whatever the top comment says if Derek Lewis beats Josh Hokett. All right, let's see. The 10-day forecast for Washington, D.C. Sunday is going to be mostly sunny and toasty conditions, 8% chance of rain, maximum UV index of 11, which is extreme, a real feel of 100 degrees.
You guys are forgetting that Trump's been pretty tight with Israel, so the weather is subject to change.
That's true. Whatever I'm sure the boys are in the lab working on it right now. Sorry, I'm just looking at the card here. Man, people were hating on this when it first came out, and I was like, I don't know what you want. Like, they legitimately have not put this many stars on one card. Like, we're talking about the two biggest stars in the company, they haven't done that since UFC 100, right? Like you think about for like UFC 300, Pereira was on there, but there was no Ilia Topuria, right? Like
Right.
you do the math and go through. Like I think in some order, Ilya Islam and Alex Pereira are their three biggest stars, and we're getting two of those guys on the same night, which is absolutely incredible. I'm super I'm pumped for it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know that fucking, I don't know how the heat is gonna factor into things. I don't know how being outside or dealing with the pressure is gonna affect things. But man, it's
I
like
mean, the main card. I'm trying to think. The main card. It won't start till like what, like 9 o'clock,
you think? I mean,
I think 8.
8.
I think
I mean,
it's all one card.
Yeah.
because I mean, by the time, like, once it gets to night, it's gonna go down. Like, it's not gonna be
Temperature-wise?
100 degrees when they start fighting.
That's a good point. Yeah, the Diego Lopez Garcia fight is 8:15.
Yeah. So
So
it's
yeah,
like,
my assumption is by then it'll probably be closer to like 80 degrees.
yeah, I mean, this is saying at night it's going to be a low of 72 with a real feel of 73, 6% chance of thunderstorms. Um
Honestly, that sounds like perfect fighting weather.
it really does, honestly. Like you're really not wrong. Yeah, the sunset is going to be about 8:42 and it's going to be a new moon. So it's going to be a fully like just
Whoa.
blacked out night. That's pretty cool.
Where's the where are they putting the octagon? Is it on the is it like on top of the reflection pond?
Oh, I think it's in that the part the wing that they demolished.
Oh, okay. Wait. All right.
I don't know if that's
what was I
true.
getting?
The ballroom.
What were? Oh, yeah, the ballroom in the brand new ballroom. Well, they didn't build that yet.
So I believe it's the fight itself is going to be on the south lawn. They were saying that there's a chance
Okay.
that Ilya and Justin are actually going to do their walkouts from the um Oval Office,
That's crazy.
right? Here, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
I can now. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like. So I guess that is the south lawn, right? Because
So.
up at the front you can see the gate. That's got to be the north side. And so this is the backyard of the White House. This is what the claw
I
construction.
mean, honestly, this is kind of what I pictured when they said they were going to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, was this setup? I was like, that's where they have to put the octagon. Is there? Like,
That is the move. I mean, this is actually kind of sick.
Oh, it's Trump's 80th birthday.
Yeah. That's what it's going to look like the 1,000 points of light or whatever. And that's like what it's going to look like from the front of the White House.
That's wild.
Pretty sweet.
It is.
So you're actually gonna go?
I think so. I think so. I think
How early do you think you have to get there? I mean, I guess you have to get there a day early.
Yeah, so I think we have tickets to the weigh-ins, which I guess are gonna be on Saturday. So actually I'm gonna text Brian right now because he got the tickets from just we did some random MMA guys podcast and they submitted for tickets and they were like, we're not coming from Canada for this, but do you want
Hell
these?
Yeah. Shit.
That's sick.
Yeah, pretty good.
That rules.
yeah, they're saying the weigh-ins are Saturday at 8:30.
All right. Well, now I got to text and find out if my travel plans are changing.
The weigh-in should be in the Oval Office.
No, I think the weigh-ins are going to be at the Lincoln Memorial, actually, which is pretty sweet.
That
kinda
is
sick.
cool.
And they're doing a I think they're doing a press conference at the Washington and then weigh-ins at the Lincoln or vice versa. But it's like they're using a lot of the DC iconography to like really put this week over, which is, apparently there's like a billion more surprises in the back pocket that Bisbing won't even tell me, but he's privy to because he's like working production for the event.
Yeah. So they're saying the
speaking of
weigh-ins
which-
actually at the Ellipse, which is that little park right in front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of what? Of the pool or right in front of
Of
the
no, in front of where the octagon's going to be. So there's
Oh, really?
another
So
park
it's
in front of that. So the octagon and the White House are going to be in the background of when they do the weigh-in.
okay, that's pretty sick. That's where they did like all the press photos then.
Yeah. So that's where they said the weigh-in's going to be.
Well, I have
They should,
tickets to that. So I think like just let me on the White House lawn, dog. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
you're gonna get deported. It's gonna be nuts.
To where?
I probably shouldn't say this. I probably should not
Oh,
say this because
wait
I
a
have had a
minute.
funny feeling about this event.
No,
Brother,
no.
when I tell you, like I got hit up, like, yo, we got tickets, and I was like, fuck, man, like, is this worth my daughter growing up without a father, possibly? Like that was like the first thing that crossed my mind.
Like,
And
yeah,
and the second thing that crossed your mind was, yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, fuck yes, dude. What are we talking about? That's not even a question.
I've been since the UFC Paramount deal, I've they put all the old fights on Paramount, so I've been watching like early like Chuck Liddell, I've been watching a lot of fucking Bisping, like his early
Okay.
fights. Like, yo, he was such a beast.
Dude, he was an absolute fucking monster. And it's like legitimately for a time where everybody was juiced to the gills, he was the
Yeah.
only dude doing it clean.
I mean, he really was like pretty much Sean Strickland is like the spitting image of young Bisping, except that Bisping had real knockout power.
I mean, dude, but to be fair, Strickland does too. People do not give him nearly enough
Well,
credit for
I
the kind of
haven't
power
seen
that he
him knock
has.
anyone out.
Yes, you have. Nasruddin Imavov.
Yeah.
He just knocked out who was it? Was it Abus Magomedov? Um it wasn't the Hamza fight. Yeah, Anthony Hernandez. That was it. Anthony Hernandez was supposed to go in there and wrestle fuck the shit out of him. He went, oh yeah, bah, 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 and just fucking put his ass down. Like he does have Strickland has real pop to his shots. The problem is if you go back and watch old Strickland, he wasted a decent amount of his early career at 170 when like the dude had no business cutting that much. Like he
Yeah.
was always a true 185 or was always fighting like 205ers in the gym like when he's training. So it's like trying to cut that much is just so detrimental to what you're trying to do for your long-term goals. So I think once he made the switch up to middleweight, he did not lose until he fought Alex Pereira. He had that bullshit split decision against Jared Cannonier, and then
Yeah.
his only other losses are to DDP. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like I look at Strickland as like super duper like next level elite.
Hey, he is. I mean, you can't like even if you didn't like him, you really can't say anything after that comes out fight. That was awesome.
No. And it's like, I mean, the way that like we were in LA for the Netflix week, and so I ended up going on a couple of podcasts, like just getting dragged into the conversation on Skanks, and at every turn I was like, dog, Sean Strickland about to shock the motherfucking world. Like Sean
I
Strickland
didn't
is
believe it. I felt like it
absolutely
was
going to
too
shock the world.
hopeful, and it was also like the same thing that we've said about like every guy that's fought one of these like Muslim Russians. It's like, oh, maybe if he can like just escape for long enough to get on his feet, he can land the knockout. Like it felt kind of like Colby Covington Masvidal, where it's like, well, they train together, so maybe he knows how to not get taken down. I didn't. I mean, no one really thought that he was gonna win multiple grappling exchanges with him.
So that was my big argument was I said Hamzat's gonna like take him down and really wear on him in the first, but I'm like the moment Strickland stuffs one takedown, that's all it's gonna take is one takedown for the entire complexity of the fight to change. And that's exactly what I'm like. I'm on record in multiple places saying this. Like because it's like you just cannot keep up that kind of dogged pursuit over the course of 25 minutes. And Strickland can weaponize his cardio better than anyone I've ever seen at 185.
The only one that can keep it up for pretty much all 5 rounds is DDP, which is that was the problem is like you just could not tire that guy out.
And it's like it just gets sloppier and sloppier too. Like that's the frustrating part.
And
Like,
it looks like he should get knocked out. It looks
Yeah.
like it should not work, and it just keeps working.
At every turn. All right, you want to go through some of these fights?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, kicking it off, Steve Garcia, Diego Lopez.
Talk about kicking it off. I mean, Diego Lopez, does he even have feet?
I believe so. I think he does have I think he has one kick knockout, but I could be wrong about that.
No. I mean, he like broke both his feet in his last fight.
Oh, did he really?
They were
in
like the size
Volkanovski
of a
fight?
balloon. He was like sending pictures from the hospital, and his feet just were like huge. And it was like 4 months ago, I think.
Yeah, no, it is nuts. But like, and the fucked up thing is he came out this week and said, I had no clue I was fighting at the White House until they announced it. Like they called him up and said, hey, would you want to fight Steve Garcia? And he said, look, I'm in a position where I can't say no to anything because I just lost my second title shot. Right? Like if you lose your second title shot, like there's very little room for error for you in this company. You can't be a diva and say no to a fight. So he accepted it, found out that it's at the White House, and then said, all right, I guess I'm fighting at the White House. Like I don't know, man. This feels like Steve Garcia is an absolute monster. He's a real badass, granite chin. A lot of people sleeping on him, not the biggest name. And there's two guys on this card where I'm looking at him like, oh, these guys both realize what a coming out party this could be for them. And I think they will do the most with their moment.
I mean, Diego Lopez will put on a good fight no matter what.
Truly.
Even if he loses, it's going to be one of the most exciting fights of the night anytime he's on a card.
True. I'm not going to disagree with any of that sentiment. However, I've watched this guy get absolutely dog walked for 50 minutes, right, over the last 2 years to Alexander Volkanovski. Like he's eaten a tremendous amount of damage. Steve Garcia doesn't quit. He stays in your face and he keeps hitting hard as hell. I think it's a war of attrition, but Steve is going to pull away late.
You think this could go to distance?
I think it could. I think both guys have truly elite chins, right? Like I'm looking here like Diego got stopped twice, once in 2014, once in 2018, both on the regional scene, both, when he was significantly younger. He's had like 15, 20 fights since then. And I'm looking at Steve Garcia, who I don't think has ever, he's been knocked out one time by Mayashate, which was just like a completely, improbable strike. I think both of these guys are going to be swinging, but I think both guys have very tough chins, iron wills, and I think Steve is just going to be a little too much.
One of the few fights that's close on the odds too.
Yeah, there's only really two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is built a little bit like the MVP card. You know what I mean? This is very much supposed to showcase a couple of guys.
For sure. I made some money on that MVP card.
Yeah, how could you not? Like
they were very predictable.
They were giving away money. Like it was like, wait, they're letting us bet on the WWF now? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. I mean, there's another tournament going on. I've got money on King of the Ring this year. So fucking
do you really?
Hold your horses.
You got KOTR cash?
Yeah, dog. I got $20 on Javon Evans.
I listen, I'll believe that's a guy. I don't know why I believe that's a guy, but I believe that's a guy. Bo Nickel versus the man that Google won't even bother putting a name for. If you type in UFC Freedom 250 and list the entire bout order for you, Kyle Dawkins' name is not listed.
I skimmed over the fight card and I was like, Dukakis? Isn't that a fucking
Mark Dukakis?
Isn't Dawkins your guys' guy?
Oh yeah.
Isn't he a Philly guy?
He's Philly as they come.
Yeah.
We talked to him.
That's probably. I mean, he's a pretty big underdog, but that's got to be one of the like fan favorites because people hate Bo Nickel.
People hate Bo. It's Penn State versus Philly, which is like, yeah, that's pretty big.
I
And it's like, look, at the end of the day, Bo Nickel's unranked, right? Everyone's sucking his kid's dick. He's a minus 8 million favorite or whatever. He just got fucking dog walked by Renier de Ritter.
Which, to be fair, it's funny though because this is the way that MMA is. Like everybody's older, but like you call Bo a kid, he's older than Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He's new in the UFC kind of, and like they did definitely give him like a lot more hype before he had earned it, but like I don't know, he's like 34.
No, he's 30. But there is something to be said for like, guys come into their prime in MMA at like 30, 31, 32. Like you're really between 29 and 34 is where you want to make the majority of the money in your career. So it's like, this is the time to really put him over. And it's like, I don't know, man. Dawkins is an absolute dog. He's as Philly as they come. Chill dude.
Yeah, fucking Northeast Tacony fucking.
He's been cut from the UFC, went back to CFFC, fighting at the 2300 arena to for the hometown fans again. And he told me yesterday that he would consider, if they offer him a ranked opponent, he gets a win this weekend, he'll turn around, go right back, cancel family vacation, get right back into camp because he wants to be at UFC Philly in August. So it's like, damn. I don't know, man. How are you going to root against the real life Rocky?
Yeah, right.
So it's
Don't
like
let
that.
Him bully your son.
You can't, dude. And I don't think Kyle's going to. Like, I really listen, man. Like I was telling you, I think there's two guys who are being kind of slept on, who I think realize like this is where I could make a name for myself, and it's those two. It's Steve Garcia and Kyle Dawkins. I do like the both of them in their fights.
Well, you parlay those two together, money line, that is plus 750.
That's pretty good.
762 on DraftKings.
Hey-o.
That's pretty good. I don't hate it, dude. You'll start the day off. You start the card off plus, up 7.6 units. Let's go.
Yeah, that'd be a very nice kickstart to the night.
It would be, right?
If there's a parlay boost, they probably won't introduce that until later in the week, but
probably, yeah.
Also, these odds will definitely change by the time anybody sees this. It's not going to come out for 2 more days. It is Tuesday right now while we're recording this.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry to fucking pull the curtain back. So there's been a whole ass game full.
Well, no, we because when we do the betting stuff, like we did during the season, we would record Wednesday night, and then it'd be like, yo, by the time you see this episode, these odds are going to be different, very likely. But
we're moving
if
the
they're
lines.
not, grab this.
It's because we're moving the lines.
Yeah.
It's our influence.
We'd be doing Wednesday night NFL bets, and then by Sunday morning, you're looking at them going like, "Wow, this is completely different
cash out.
number."
Our 60 viewers are whales, dude. They're betting massive amounts of money and moving these lines.
Yeah, that is what they say. They say Dork Sports are the money movers, right? That's the they're not market setters, but once they weigh in,
I thought we were calling our viewers whales for a different reason.
Yeah, well, that too.
We got a bunch of San Antonio women watching this show.
Oh, and then we got Michael Chandler.
Oh
Mauricio
my God,
Ruffy.
Yeah,
dog,
they got Cardi D's, dude.
I saw a thing.
Nuts.
I saw a thing that said in Bosnia they were letting people shoot elephants to make money for the government. And what I want to know is how Bosnia get all them big old women from San Antonio out there. All right, Ruffy versus Chandler. I want to believe. I want
to win another fight.
Dog, like I don't know if you've seen any of the videos. He's been like in the blazing sun, shadow boxing his ass off, like telling people you shouldn't believe in a 38-year-old man who blah 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 or whatever however fucking old he is, right? Like
he's 40 now. Yeah.
Right. You shouldn't believe in a 40-year-old man, like There's part of me that's like, dog, like he came out 5 years ago with the fucking, if you remember, like it was one of the first ESPN shows. They had like the 3D graphic come down, stops Dan Hooker, cuts the incredible I'll see you at the top promo on Conor McGregor. five years later, 6 years later, he's fighting on the White House lawn. Like, I don't know, man. There's been some bumps and bruises. It has not been an easy road for this man, but I think he has made the most out of his UFC experience.
For sure. And also, like, he earned this by, like, even when he loses, it's fun to watch. Like, he goes out swinging. He goes out in a blaze of glory. That one that he lost to Charles Oliveira, he had him almost knocked out.
Oh yeah, I was sitting there
still
going, yeah,
were
it's
you
possible.
at that one?
No. I was watching it in the fucking Booker's seat in Brooklyn Comedy Club. And I just remember sitting there going like, yeah, like he might. I was kicking myself because I had the farm on Oliveira, obviously. And I'm sitting there going, he just fucking might do it, dude. He just fucking might. But
biggest underdog of the night,
Charles, Michael Chandler.
Yeah,
he's plus 500 right now.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because apparently this guy he's going up against is a knockout machine.
Oh, Hoofy's a fucking menace, dog. And it's like, I've also seen Michael Chandler get knocked out in the most cartoonish ways possible.
Yeah.
Like there's that visual of I think it was Charles hitting him with the knee, whereas like the whole shape of his face was different for a split second. It's
after he did that to what's his name?
Tony.
To Tony, yeah, where he just completely turned him into like a Muppet for a second.
He looked like a fucking Simpsons character.
Win?
It might have been.
That's nuts.
Let me take a look here. I'm looking on his wiki. Yes, his last win was Tony Ferguson, front kick KO at UFC 274, May of 2022.
Old T Ferg.
So looking at the alternate lines here, this guy to win by KO is minus 200.
Yeah, I got 190 over here, which I might take a look
250.
At. Really? Damn, look at me getting the best odds on fucking the Seminole tribe on account of the Seminole tribe.
Has Ruffy been knocked out?
Ruffy has been knocked out one time. He got
plus 900 for Chandler to win by knockout. It's so tempting.
He got knocked
put
out.
$1 on that.
In a standout fighting tournament in November of 2019, and then he got face crank submitted by Benoit Saint-Denis in the last in when the UFC was in Paris last year.
Damn.
Benoit
balls.
So.
Benoit Saint Denis. I'm gonna put $1 on Chandler to win by knockout. This is why I lose all my money every time I bet on the UFC.
What is he to win by submission, Chandler?
Plus 2,000.
I'd say he's got a better chance of winning by submission than he does.
Look, you've convinced me. I'll put $1 on that as well.
I don't think he has a good shot at either,
dude,
if I'm being honest.
Be pissed when he wins by decision.
Yeah, right.
So in Chandler's career, 11 wins by knockout, 7 by submission, though. Has not had a submission victory since 2018. Some would say he's due.
He's due.
That's
how it works.
Right there, yeah.
I mean, that's how I felt. Listen, I remember talking to my buddy on the Nate Diaz fight, and I booked it for him. It was like 20 plus 2,500 Nate Diaz to win by submission in round 2. And he bet round 2 and round 3 submissions. And I went out to Vegas, so I placed him for him. And his argument, I was like, dog, Nate Diaz has not had a submission victory in 6 years. He goes, dog, he's due. And it's like, nailed it.
Yeah.
Fucking
so funny.
Couldn't have nailed it harder. So yeah, who knows, man? Who fucking knows?
All right. Now the next fight I feel like is one that you're the most excited about.
Kinda.
Or the least?
I mean, all right, did you grab the things I asked you to?
I did. I think Trainer has them queued up. It was tough to find the Hokit video. I only found a short that's like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Oh, okay.
All right, give me 1 sec. I'll get this.
So I just want to give like an A versus B of exactly what we're dealing with in this fight. And it's fucked up because Derek Lewis is super beloved, right? He's the Black Beast. The only reason he's in this fight is because he's Donald Trump's favorite fighter. And Donald Trump said, "Wait a minute, let me look at the
president called me. He said, "Fuck them Russians, USA in this hoe." That's one of the best post fight I end the fight. I mean, that knockout in the last second, that was nuts.
My balls was hot, dog.
Yeah.
My balls.
Look at this.
Hot.
All right, here we go.
I mean,
Freak.
we're talking that was 3-4 years ago, if that, right? Like you look, he's significantly smaller there than he is now, right?
Yeah.
Like he's walking around. He's got to be
He was
probably
220, I think, because he was fullback, so he had to be light.
But this was also like the beginning of training camp. So you figure like maybe only like 205, something like that. Like that does not look like I mean, maybe he's super tall, but that doesn't look like a big dude. I think he's walking around now closer to like 250, carrying some mass on him, but he has that kind of gas tank. He has that kind of burst. And it's like, like I think I asked you to pull up, how he did in the Waldo Acosta Cortez Acosta fight. And it's like, dude, there's some moments in that fight where you're like, does he have anything left in the tank? Is there any will to fight in him?
I recommend turning the sound off for this one. Is it just a lady shrieking?
Okay, gotcha.
Right. Look at that.
Yeah, this was a tough watch.
Right? He's super tired already. You
Ooh.
can see this is not deep into the fight. And he goes down. There's no urgency to get back up anymore. He's not actively defending. It's just, like it's frustrating because I think he went 1-0 last year. He went he's 0-1 so far this year with that loss to Waldo. He beat Taliesin Teixeira last year. Got it in July. And I remember like watching that fight going it was like an out of nowhere KO because Taliesin is literally like that bad. I don't know, man. Josh Hokett was just in an absolute war against Curtis Blades. So that's like the only thing that gives me pause is Curtis Blades said that he took so much damage in that fight when the two went at it back in, I think it was like March, that he was only able to start training again like this week or so. So it's like, if Hokett was dealing with that and was sidelined for that long, maybe Derek Lewis has a chance here. But like just someone, you saw that burst in explosiveness. That's what Derek Lewis has to offer, right? At this stage of his career, is that like stepping forward with the feet together, like not in rhythm, not throwing in combination, big looping single shots.
I thought he was doing that thing that he does where he like pretends that he's tired, so he drags him in and but I don't know, that maybe just when he slipped, he was like, nah, never mind. Because also he quit. I mean, he got knocked out, but he quit against the Australian dude. What's his name that does the shoeies?
Oh, Tai Tuivasa?
Yeah, against Tuivasa, I'm pretty sure he just was like, "Oh, I'm done. Like I've hit this guy with my hardest shots and it didn't knock him out, and I'm tired now. So I'm just gonna pretend to fall asleep." Like,
I believe it. Like I remember watching that fight, going like, "This is not Derek Lewis anymore." But then it's like, he goes out there against somebody like Taliesin, like or a Rodrigo Nascimento. Like they still have some dog shit heavyweights on the fucking roster to feed him. Where it's
he
like
landed some shots on Tuivasa that should have knocked anyone out.
And it's like also
it's just those coconut heads. You can't get them.
You can though, because it's like what happened after that fight. From that fight on, he took so much damage from the Derek Lewis that I think it ultimately like. Derek Lewis didn't get the win, but I think he cracked Ty's chin because then he's been on like an 8-fight losing streak since then or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, since
13-year age gap between these two fighters.
Right. And it's like one guy was literally in the NFL fucking 2-3 years ago, like the highest level athlete that we have here in the United States.
Yeah.
He was a fullback for the Niners, which like the only reason he didn't stay on the team is because they kept
Kyle
Juszczyk.
Juszczyk exists.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like only one other team even uses a fullback. So he was like, you know what? I'm fighting.
I'm just gonna go knock guys out. Yeah, I mean, Tai Tuivasa, his next fight after Derek Lewis got knocked out by Cyril Gahn, then knocked out by Pavlovich, submitted by Volkov, submitted by Tybura, and then just 3 other straight decision losses. Like Derek Lewis broke that man. But I just don't think that was 2022, 2023 Derek Lewis. I don't think that guy is still in there.
Right.
You know, like what are we talking about here?
I mean, he already had back problems then. Like,
right.
You're not gonna, as a 37-year-old or whatever, like
he's 41, dude.
Yeah, you're not gonna turn it around.
No. So it's like he's 41. He's fighting a guy who's what, 30? How old is Hokit? 29, 28. I mean, you know, they talk about 10 plus year age gap. It's like the younger guys winning 70% of the time. Add in, you know, the power differential and just the athleticism differential, right? Like the way that Hokit can just get in, land 2, and get out before Lewis can complete throwing a single shot. I just don't see the path for Derek Lewis.
Where does he go after that, though?
What do you mean?
Assuming Hokit wins, like who's his next fight?
Well, I mean, he's been calling for the Waldo Cortez Acosta fight, and Waldo is coming off of a loss to Volkov, so it's like you can justify that. I think Volkov is like, you know, like Volkov's in a weird position because he's beaten Pavlovich, he just beat Waldo, you know, and he's had the 2 fights with Gahn already. Gahn is fighting Pereira for the interim belt. You got to figure. Volkov is either going to get the winner or Tom's going to come back and fight the winner, at which point I think it's going to be Hokit versus Volkov for the number 1 contender, because it's like, what else can you do with him? Right. And it's like, it pissed me off too, where he was like, he went on Twitter and he was like, I'm like, they were talking about Pereira possibly fighting Cyril Gahn for the interim title, and he's like, I'm sick and tired of these people fucking moving divisions, haven't done anything to establish themselves, and they get gifted with title shots. And I was like, the guy who was in the NFL literally a year ago he's complaining and is now a top 5 heavyweight in the UFC, is now complaining that, you know, he's not getting enough opportunity. He
got passed up by the guy who has saved the UFC over the last year.
Right.
Last 2 years.
The guy who at the drop of the hat will step in to fight the most dangerous man you've ever seen in your life. Like, dude, could you imagine fighting Yuri Prohaska?
And beating the shit out of him multiple times.
Like signing up to go do it on 3 weeks notice in front of Madison Square Garden and be like, yeah, no, I can definitely put down that fucking nut job samurai.
Yeah, I'll knock him out actually twice in the same fight.
Right.
Don't worry.
By the way, I was a middleweight 3 months ago.
Yeah. I can't wait to see him as a heavyweight, you know.
I'm so excited, dude.
Well, another alternate line stuff that I'm looking at here. Hokit by KO is plus 100. You parlay that with Dawkins by submission, who's won 12 of his fights by submission. That's 12-1.
You are going against like the guy who Bo Nicholas. He's a wrestler. Like he's the best wrestler.
I mean, Dawkins, I think if Dawkins is going to get the win, if I'm being honest, it's going to be with a lot of counter wrestling and just fucking straight 1-2s. Just use the boxing, like trick Bo and be like, you know, stuff a takedown or 2 and then sit there and go, all right, like, let's box, dude. Let's box. Let's see where your hands are at. It's what DeRitter did. And DeRitter was just like, all right, I'm going to fucking dog walk you around this whole thing. I think Dawkins can do that. I don't see a world in which Dawkins gets Bo Nickel down, gets his back and submits him.
So then if you do Dawkins by points is a longer odd.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Dawkins by points is plus 950. So if you parlay that with the Hokit knockout, that's 20-1.
I'd buy that for $1. I might just take it because that's good.
It's not bad.
But now Hokit is more of a wrestler. That's why
What do you mean?
it's even plus 100 for it to be a knockout.
Oh, because you're saying there's a chance he just takes Derek Lewis down and submits him?
Yeah.
No, because it's like Hokit knows he understands the assignment, right? Like you're fighting the Black Beast on the White House lawn. You're going out there to fucking throw hands as hard and as fast as you can. It's not, brother, he's the number 5 ranked heavyweight in the world coming from the NFL a few years ago. And he's doing it strictly on personality and excitement between those cage walls. I don't think he's going to play anything safe.
That's a good point, but it would be kind of stupid.
But here's the thing. If he goes and gets knocked the fuck out by Derek Lewis and it's an exciting fight, that's better for his career. Derek Lewis to death on the White House lawn while
Yeah, I hear you.
like they just announced that they're creating a new ranking system where it's the the ranking system, the way it works is like it's not going to be journalists saying this guy over this guy anymore. It's going to be like metric based off of what they can like prove inside the cage, your consistency, like you're on a 3-fight win streak, you're on a 3-fight losing streak, that's going to affect your rankings more, and your frequency, how often you're getting in the cage. So it's like just getting in there this quickly off the Curtis Blades fight, being consistent coming in as it with a 3-point thing, and then having an all action fight, that's only going to help you in the rankings. So yeah, I do think Hokit comes out and absolutely starches the fucking Black Beast. Damn. But who knows?
We got O'Malley and Zahabi.
Ayman Zahabi. Baras's brother, I believe.
I've got like way less odds on like winning methods and everything on this match. Is there a possibility that one of these guys isn't able to fight? Because I heard Bryce Mitchell's waiting in the wings.
Zahabi seems like they might not let him into the country.
Oh, for real?
No,
From Canada?
Yeah.
We got a problem with Canadians like that now?
It's White House one, dude.
I've always had problems with Canadians like that.
True.
I did see that yesterday. Bryce Mitchell said he is open to replacing either one of these fighters if they needed it, which I think is hilarious after the reason that Strickland's not going to be there.
I like that Strickland showed up for Bryce this week. Bryce had to cut down to 135 for the first time in his career, and he was having like a real rough weight cut, and Strickland was standing there with him like, hell yeah, dog, fuck these, so-and-sos.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's very odd that Sean O'Malley is fighting Ayman Zahabi. I think, Umar Nurmagomedov was right there. Corey Sandhagen was right there. Both of those more exciting fights. I think this is tailor-made for Sean O'Malley to win. Sean O'Malley, for the first time in, 10 fights, isn't being asked to carry the lion's share of the promotion heading into a card, which is like, that's got to be a weight off the shoulders.
It did feel like when they announced it that it was like, okay, well, we need an American, like a big American name to get a big win.
I mean, in theory, but I mean, Zahabi is a fucking tough fight, dude.
Will he stand up and he'll strike with O'Malley here, you think?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, listen, for Ross Zahabi is his brother and coach. Like we're talking the dude who founded TriStar, like GSP's main man. Like there's no way Ayman's gonna come into this fight not like 100% ready to fight wherever it goes,
The Iceman. This is it's not.
What are the odds on that one?
O'Malley is a minus 425 on my end over here.
Oh yeah, he's minus 410 for me. I might have to put money on Zahabi.
I mean, O'Malley 3 inches taller, 4-inch reach advantage. Yeah. O'Malley's also 7 years younger, which pretty in his favor. What
for Zahabi to win by submission? It's plus 3,000.
Yeah,
he's won, I think, like all his fights by submission.
Yeah. I mean,
oh no, mostly decisions actually.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a decision fighter, but
actually no submissions.
I do think, and the other thing you got to understand, Sean O'Malley, like people sleep on his jujitsu game because he's such a striker, but like he's a tough fucking guy to submit, dude.
Slippery.
Faraz is only he's only attempting 0.12 takedowns every 15 minutes. His takedown accuracy is less than 15%, but he does defend the takedown at an 83% clip. So you got to imagine this one's going to stay standing. O'Malley is landing about a strike and a half more per minute, and Faraz is eating over half a shot more per minute. So it's like, if anything, I would say, what is O'Malley by decision?
Yeah, that's probably
By decision. He's plus 100.
Okay. I mean, that is the most likely outcome. What is he by knockout? Because I know he really
Plus
does.
185 for me.
So it's like that's just not even worth it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know he wants the knockout. He wants a big finish, obviously. But
Yeah.
I mean,
He's kind of got to, because he was one of also those that were accused of kind of getting pampered by the UFC to promote him.
well, I mean, all right. Let's go through the math here. Terrion Ware. Ever heard of him? Andre Sukumtath, Jose Quinones, the ghost of Eddie Wineland, the ghost of Thomas Almeida, some guy named Chris Matinho, Julian Paiva. What?
Wasn't Chris Matinho? Oh, that was the one that he beat the shit out of him and he just wouldn't go down. That was a nuts fight. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, but it was somebody who showed up with the Homer Simpson gene to get 230 significant strikes landed on him on a Conor McGregor card on like 4 days' notice. Raulian Paiva, he fought Pedro Munoz and got a fucking no contest. That was his first actual test, ended in a no contest. Fought Piotr Jan, got taken down 6 times, got gifted a decision in Abu Dhabi. Still don't understand how that happened. And then sat on the sidelines for nearly a year so that he can go knock out Aljamain Sterling in Boston. Like, yes, that is a very pampered run to the title.
Yeah.
The injury in the Cheeto Vera fight was his only stumbling block. So,
Yeah.
like he definitely did get babied. He got pampered. Faraz is the kind of guy who they 100% would have shielded him from on the way up. But it's like now you're at the top of the division. There's nothing we can do. And it's like, I mean, I'm just looking against top of the division guys. He won the Song Yadong fight, but there's a real case for him having lost that fight.
I felt like he was, well, I guess because he kind of did sit back after the first, but like he just seemed like so much better in the first that it was kind of like, well, yeah, he won.
You'd think, but I mean, there was a lot of coasting. He got taken down 3 times and got held there for quite a bit. No contest against Pedro Munoz. The Piotr Jan fight, he won on paper, but again, a lot of people still question that decision.
Yeah.
And then his 2 real wins against elite competition at the top of the division is Cheeto Vera in the rematch, where again he landed 230 strikes. And then the Aljamain Sterling like first round knockout. So it's like it is tough because that high level competition hasn't really been there. What's Aimon to win by decision?
Plus 500.
I mean, that is the most tempting out of any of those that I've seen, because it's like I don't think O'Malley gets sparked. I don't think Zahabi's going to take any chances to follow him to the ground. But I could see just edging it out on points. But who knows how biased these judges are going to be?
right.
A rematch against Jan would be pretty cool, though.
And that's the fight everybody wants. And it's the fight that like most people do want. It's like it's tough because Merab should like he had a dominant enough run that he's warranted for like an immediate rematch. But if you saw him in his RAF match against I think it was Frankie Edgar. I mean, it was Frankie fucking Edgar who he ragdolled, and you could still see his nose like balloon the fuck up because his nose is super broken right now, and any kind of damage to it is really going to fuck him up. So it's like I think Piotr Jan is going to have a field day jabbing the fuck out of that nose and exploding it, and that's eventually going to cause the medical TKO.
Call it, yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right. Well,
But after
But I
that, we
do
got
think it's a fun fight.
the Pereira fight after that. So
Is that okay? I don't know. I'm trying to picture who has like flatlined Cyril Gahn.
That's a good question, actually. Because John Jones beat the shit out of him, but that was mostly grappling and
Yeah.
judo.
Yeah, he just went for like a quick double leg, right? Fucking sat him on his butt and just bullied him.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Right?
his two losses are to Jones and Ngannou.
Did Ngannou?
Decision.
Does it? Yeah.
So it's like I just for a guy who's I saw him fight at 185, for him to go up to heavyweight and fight somebody like Cyril Gahn, who has a chin like that on him, who
Yeah.
is a decorated kickboxer, right? Like that's his background, is the same
Right.
background as Pereira, but he's a much bigger guy.
Right. And he's been a much bigger guy.
Like he's been walking around at like that level of like his whole career, he's been that dude. He's been very comfortable at that weight. I mean, both guys 6'4". Gone 81-inch reach to Pereira's 79. Gone 4 years younger.
This is the most even. I mean, this is like dead even on odds too.
Almost. I mean, I'm just listening to these numbers. 5.16 strikes landed per minute for Pereira, 5.29 for Gone, 3.5 absorbed per minute, 2.33 absorbed per minute for Gone. 62 and 61% striking accuracy, 53 and 60% defense. Neither guy much of a takedown threat, as we know. 11 minutes of cage time average fights for Pereira, 13 minutes for Gahn. So both of these guys comfortable fighting into the later rounds. I don't know, man.
Well, we don't necessarily know about Pereira. I mean, like, it is a lot of weight to put on. Like, and then do a 5-round fight.
That's true, but it's also a thing where it's like this is the first fight he hasn't had to cut for in forever.
True.
Oh, he came from light heavy.
He came from he was killing himself to make middleweight just to go settle the score with Adesanya, and then moved up to 205, seemed very comfortable there, was having, these seemed like pretty easy cuts for him, even though he was coming into the week sometimes at like 225. So he would just cut 20 pounds during the course of a week. It's fucking nuts. So I don't know, but
I know what I want to happen.
what do you want to happen?
I want Pereira to keep knocking everyone out that they put in front of him. It's so cool.
It's just
He's the only guy, I mean, I guess aside from Ilya, who I don't necessarily want him to just completely starch Justin. Like Pereira, it's so cool that he just can knock everyone out.
It is pretty dope. I'm not going to deny that. But
Cyril's fucking massive, though.
he's never been knocked out. Like, I mean, Tai Tuivasa threw his best punches at Cyril Gahn, and Gahn just stood there, ate them, turned around, and knocked him out. Alexander Volkov fought him twice, never came close to knocking him out. Jairzinho Rosenstrike fought him, never came close, dude. Junior Dos Santos never came close. Tom Aspinall was getting truly fucked up by Cyril Gahn before the eye poke to stop it. Francis never got close to knocking Gahn out.
Yeah, but he's French, and I don't like him.
Listen. I'm in the same boat, dude. Fuck France all day. I think France.
Nixon
winning...
5, Pereira in 1.
Okay.
How would you parlay that?
Nixon 5, Pereira in the first round knockout.
That would have some odds.
That would be
dude. The fuck France parlay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, when would game 5 be?
Monday? No, wait.
No, I think it's Saturday.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. So line up.
Damn. All right. Here on FanDuel, I can't do in games. I can only do who wins the finals. which is unfortunate.
There has to be, dude. I'm logging in, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking on FanDuel right now. Maybe there's a deeper.
All right. Alex Pereira round 1 is plus 450.
I got plus 600 over here.
That's nice.
We're just checking odds. I don't know if I got a. Oh, there it is. Nixon 5 is plus 350.
Whoa.
30 to 1.
30 to 1?
That's what I'm showing.
Dude, fuck France.
$5 to win 157.
Fuck France, dude. I love it.
Oh, I don't know if I can do in 5.
Yeah, I can do Pereira winning by knockout in the first round and Nix to win the finals. That parlayed is 7 to 1.
Knockout in the first round. Specific?
Yes.
That's worth a look.
The knockout in the first round by Pereira is 4 to 1.
Dude, I got 6
Oh,
to 1
I can't
just for him
even
to win in the first round.
I can't even bet on it only going to 5.
I found it on what? DraftKings?
Yeah.
So you go under futures, series result, and then scroll across and it says like exact outcome or something like that.
What's New York's weird law about not being able to bet?
That's
you
only
can't,
for
you
college.
can't bet college sports.
Oh, college, okay.
Yeah, which sucks.
Not local college. You can bet college games that
nothing
else.
in New York, so you can't bet like St. John, Syracuse.
That's right.
That kind of shit.
That's right. We were running into that prop. You guys
Plus,
were running into that
I'm seeing Knicks 4-1 as the series score.
Look, I'm still not
Alex Pereira to win by KO, TKO, DQ in round 1. Plus 2660.
It's still not even under exact outcomes. It's not giving me an option to do Knicks in 5.
I gotta find this thing again. I mean, I just told you what it is on DK, but
but I'm looking at.
You want to jump in? If you go futures,
series props, exact outcomes.
Series propped. No, correct score.
Oh, okay.
New York Knicks 4-1.
Oh, it's plus 2430 for me.
You're getting plus 2430. I'm getting plus 2660. What's going on? Why are we getting?
And you have Alex Pereira round 1.
Round 1 KO DQ, KO TKO DQ, or do you just have round 1?
I just have round 1.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, he's not going to win by fucking submission.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Why? All right, give me a second. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 10 on that.
The fuck France parlay.
Dude, the fuck France parlay, dog. Gentleman sweep, and then fucking Pereira knocks out Gone. Fucking Wemby crying in the stands as France loses at MetLife. I love it.
And then we got after that's the main event.
What do you know what the thing is to do the round? Because there's round props. But it doesn't have
fight parlays.
Yeah. So I know on FanDuel, I had to combine 2 different legs of Pereira to win by knockout, and then for the fight to end in a knockout in the first round.
Plus 500. Plus 2660.
Yeah, I'm taking it for $10. Why not?
I was gonna put $1, but I'll put 2. Win 50.
You know what? You know what? How about $2?
Hey, look, guys, I don't have a job.
Yes, you do. This and sports betting.
Well,
that's
guys,
your job.
I need you to subscribe.
That is your job.
Pitch the Patreon.
Guys, patreon.com/dorkcourt. You can get the audio for this, and you could hang out with us on Discord, and you can join us on making bets every day.
Someone will win.
This can be your job too.
This could be your future.
Quit your job. Join the Patreon. Win bets.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
only $1.
say
Speaking of only $1 a month. Join the Patreon. There's only 69 spots for that, and
sick.
gotta fill up maybe.
All right. I too love filling up to 69.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think speaking of which, I think my wife is getting home. So can we move on to the main event?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Gaethje, Ilya,
Look,
sacrificial lamb.
very likely we're gonna see Ilya knock another guy out that I, really enjoyed watching fight.
Yeah.
It's the most likely outcome.
It seems like it happens every time and I should be more stoked about it. Like he's making the UFC fun by doing it, but it's every guy that he's knocked out is like my favorite dude.
Yeah, true. I mean, dude, the hit list of going from hot was it Holloway, Volk or Volk Holloway, then Oliveira, now Gaethje
Yeah.
is wild. Hello. Hi, honey. I'm home, so are you. Good job. I gotta finish this, baby. Sorry.
He's on like a Randy Orton Legend Killers run.
Dude,
Yeah.
truly. And he's like doing the whole bit like fucking the boot to the face is the rose. You know what I mean? It's rough. But I see listen, man, I do see a world in which Justin Gaethje is just, some chick was like, look, here's what you're going to do, Justin. Don't leg kick. Don't throw a punch at all. Just spam leg kicks. Just leg kick, leg kick, leg kick. Keep your arms pinned right here. Do not let him get a shot at your face. If you throw a single punch, he will counter it and knock you out. Just keep throwing leg kicks to stop his movement. And it's like, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like after the Max knockout, I can't trust anyone to stay awake.
No, it's true. I mean, you talk about somebody who had like an iron chin never to be tested. It was Max Holloway.
I think only knocked down one time.
Yeah, it was but to be fair, it's like it was weird because there was that whole never been knocked down stat, and then he got knocked down in the Gaethje fight pretty clearly, and they still labeled it as like no knockdown. So if there was that level of fuckery at that point, what have they been doing to us for years,
Maybe, yeah.
Let me see. Has he knocked down he knocks down a guy 0.34% of that's crazy, dog.
I'm looking at the odds. Topuria to win by KO/TKO is -200, but there are no odds on him to win by RKO.
Very nice,
folks.
Very good. Out of nowhere.
What are we talking about here? This is a 9-year age difference. Justin is 4 inches taller, has the 1-inch reach advantage. I like all that. Justin has the significantly higher strikes landed per minute, 6.48 to 4.81 per Ilya, but Justin is eating over 7 strikes a minute to Ilya, just 3.83. But, a 74% takedown defense for Gaethje is very good versus only 61% takedown accuracy for Ilya. But Ilya does spam the takedowns 1.96 per 15 minutes. So you got to figure Gaethje's going to be looking at least 3 over the course of a 15-round fight. Likely going to get taken down at least once. I want to say Justin grinds this out. I don't know how.
Takes it to a decision.
Maybe.
That would be nuts. He's
maybe.
plus 1,600 to win by decision, and even if he loses, Ilya is plus 1,000 to win by decision.
Yeah, I mean, if the fight just goes the distance, that's plus 500.
Yeah.
Everyone is assuming this is going to end in a Justin Gaethje knockout, or if Gaethje somehow does pull up a miracle, it's going to be.
Actually, I even have 7-1 odds for the fight to go to distance.
7-1 on distance is wild. I mean, it is 5 rounds. That's a.
Oh yeah, it's 6-1.
That's a long time to be in there with Ilya. I mean, let me see. What is his longest fight? The Max Holloway fight got to the 134 mark of the 3rd round. The Josh Emmett fight, he went 25 minutes against Josh Emmett. So like that that could be like a parallel, right? Josh Emmett, fucking brick of a head. That was only, that was at 145. Justin is a bigger 155er, Oliveira, is his only knockout. Ilya's only knockout at 155, right? But Oliveira also spent some time at 145, had some issue making weight in the past, had the quitter label at one point. I don't think the same stands for Justin Gaethje, right? Gaethje got knocked out cold by Max Holloway, but that was in the final seconds of the fight. I'm not holding that against him. He got submitted.
He probably isn't going to stand there and put his head down and just swing.
He got submitted by Charles, submitted by Khabib, and he got caught by fucking Poirier late in the fight. But it's like
he was the one that almost choked out Khabib, right?
No, that was Poirier. Poirier had the tight squeeze on the guillotine. And then Khabib pops his head out.
I do like that Gaethje's talking about Toporia's divorce. That adds a little.
He's got Israel on his side now.
Yeah, true.
So that's pretty important for the White House lawn.
I mean, he's an American fighting on the White House lawn. There's nothing that would make Donald Trump happier than seeing Justin Gaethje walk out of there with that belt.
Ilya loves Trump too, though, doesn't he?
Probably.
Likely. I mean, he's a UFC champion. Like, he knows where his bread is buttered.
True.
He's a rich Spaniard.
Georgian Spaniard. I mean,
those guys love fascism.
Think about what that might smell like. I don't know.
Can't get enough.
All right. Harrington, I appreciate you very much for making time. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I got the Armored League. We've been having an absolute ton of fun with that. If you are in the New York area, come on out, see us at our home, Melrose Ballroom. We are going to be back there on, just looking it up right now, when the next date is. Thursday, July 23rd. It's looking like we're going to have at least one event every week for the rest of the year, hopefully ramping it up to 4 a month for 2027. Very excited about everything that we got going on over at the Armored League. If you want tickets, head to thearmoredleague.com.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick. I do need to get to that. I want to.
Anytime you want to come out.
Seems like a lot of fucking fun.
It does.
Definitely going to come out for that.
It seems like so much fun.
It's the purest form of combat that there is.
Hell yeah.
Taking it back to the roots.
Dog, you don't have to listen because it's nice. Like, you don't have to worry about damage as much. So it is literally like, okay, who's got the better technique? Who's like actually throwing in combination cleaner? Who's like getting their weapons back to their face, like on defense? Like, it's, like damage is the great equalizer in a fight. If you remove like a significant amount of that damage, you really can be like, okay, we're just displaying how good our actual martial arts is, how good our actual fighting ability is.
It is the pure opposite of the bare knuckle fighting.
Truly. Yeah.
It's so sick.
All right. You're the man. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for having me, boys.
We'll catch you later.
Oh, also, I'm gonna fuck up Uncle Laser at Skankfest. Get tickets.
Yeah. Shit up. Let's go. Yeah, I can't wait.
Peace, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, beast. And guys, stick around on this channel. I got a Dork coming up on the 24th of this month. It's a Wednesday. We're gonna be at Rodney's with Gabe Blind Mike and Gino Bisconti. It's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. And then we're gonna try our fucking best to get that karaoke episode to happen. Hopefully sometime in the next 2 months.
The chat will be in Braille.
for Mike. I really don't know how it's gonna be. Like, I'm gonna have to get like an iPad for him to.
Actually, the funniest outcome is gonna be it's worse for Gina.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be at Rodney's, so these comics are gonna get no respect. Sorry, man.
Okay.
I tell you, we're giving them no respect in the chat.
Oh man.
Check it out. Subscribe to the Patreon. We got the audio episodes of this coming out on the Patreon, so you don't have to put on YouTube in your car. You can just, attach it to your favorite podcast app. There's an RSS feed.
And you get an invite to the best Discord on the planet.
That's fucking
We're making
right.
bets. We're winning them. We're playing games. You can join in Trainer's Zakamiko Midnight Gook show every once in a while as well.
Yeah, dog. Tell me any song, we'll dance to it.
Hell yeah. Trainer, you want to throw your Walking Dead Zone plug out there?
Yeah. Twitch.tv/MikeTFGR, home of the Walking Dead Zone. Like I've said the past couple weeks, it's been a joy to watch these flowers sprout.
April, May showers bring junky flowers.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. And now, like the last time I did it, Mother Teresa fucking level nun white robe bitches were coming by
Let's go.
and trying to spread the word of the Lord. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
It's so good. Oh, also, Miguel and Pike, I know this is like since we're releasing this on Thursday, but like be forewarned now. The A's are playing in Vegas.
Yeah, I saw.
Yo, home runs
last night.
Asshole, dude.
Last night
To
was
tie it
nuts.
up at 14 in like the 10th.
10th, yeah. So back-to-back home runs, I think, right?
Yeah.
They
Insane.
are fucking destroying the ball in that stadium. So
So
there's
home run
another two
parlays.
games
Home run
today
parlays.
and tomorrow.
It's madness out there.
And
Yeah.
you guys would have known about that if you were in the Discord,
That's
assholes.
true.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, and it's at the point now where there are 4 guys in the game today where their odds to hit a home run are less than plus 200, which is
No
like
way.
reserved.
Is that
which
right?
which is reserved for only like Kyle Schwarber, Aaron Judge, and Ohtani most of the season.
Imagine those guys being there. What their odds would be, like plus 120.
Dude, I think Aaron Judge would be like minus 110.
I was reading that this because it's a AAA stadium, it's already known in like spring training that like people have to discredit the stats that they're seeing from the players. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry as much about pitchers getting hit on. Don't worry as much about like guys getting home runs because like the walls are way closer. Apparently, there's a ton of wind.
Even more so than like early Coors Field when they're like, look, you get a pitcher from Colorado, you can't really look at his stats.
Yeah.
But hell yeah. Yep, join the Discord. By that, join the Patreon to get in there.
Yeah.
And
It's a dollar.
Pike Von Doom on Twitter and Twitch. That's all I got. And we will catch you guys next week. Peace.
I gotta pee so